That's a birthing center.
It's gonna be so bloody.
And a big thank you to Desert Financial Credit Union for sponsoring our KRIM Community Spotlight program. Today, though, we have the JV Volleyball Team in the studio, so we're doing our Longhorn Spotlight, and you get to hear from the entire team, because the entire team is in our studio this morning. If you want to watch on Facebook, go to the Payson High School Longhorns Facebook page, my Facebook page, or also on YouTube, KRIM 96.3 FM. So we have the entire team and their coach, Arnold Stonebrink, in the studio this morning because these girls, they had an incredible season going 19-1. Yes, you heard that. Only one loss all season. Why is that funny? Girls are like, oh. No, that's incredible. And Arnold, so you've been coaching many years. No, a few years. But how does this rank, like as far as in your coaching experience and the seasons, the success of this season and this team?
Well, back in 2006, I think it was, we went 15-2 on varsity. So this beats that. This is the best record we've ever had.
That's amazing.
And I've coached 18 seasons, I think.
18 seasons. Wow, that is amazing. So, I'm not going to remember all of your names, but Allie?
You got the right first letter.
Ava. Like off of that robot movie. Or that was Eva. Never mind. Anyway, what was your favorite part of this season?
I think just like the girls I got to play with. Yeah, we had a lot of chemistry between us.
So there has to be a lot of good chemistry and camaraderie, or you have to, I guess, like each other a little bit, I would imagine, to be this successful. A little bit? So tell me, what is your name? Maddie. So what do you think made it possible for you guys to be successful, but also, I know it can't be a case where you're always getting along, where there's times like, you might be upset at each other, but what keeps you guys like focused and together as a team?
Well, we played like club together as a team kind of for like a while, and I just think like everyone, like even when we never really got mad at each other when someone was like made a mistake or anything, like we just lifted each other up.
Wow. So now all of you are either freshmen or are there any sophomores? A few sophomores, yeah, but just freshmen and sophomores. So you guys, and
one junior.
One junior. That we'll be talking to later. We have another 6 if you're watching on our Facebook page. So we have the entire team here this morning. But you guys will be playing then together for a couple more years, 2 or 3 more years. But how long have you played club volleyball?
Probably like since 2nd or 3rd grade.
2nd or 3rd grade? Wow. Now moving on around the table, and you are?
Winsong.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. How long have you been playing volleyball?
For about 7 years, since 3rd grade.
Since 3rd grade. Now, were you playing club, or do you play club as well?
Yeah, I've played club for 3 years.
So what is about volleyball? Why do you enjoy, you obviously have to enjoy volleyball. Why do you enjoy volleyball so much?
I think like the girls definitely, and just like the sport, it's just fun.
It is fun. I just remember volleyball from high school. I didn't play, but just in gym class playing. And then when we started live streaming volleyball matches, it was so much different. And the one thing I noticed was how happy, cheerful, like the girls always were. Even like when things didn't go well, it seemed like there was so much happiness and just cheering each other on, encouraging each other. And really haven't seen that. I don't see that in other sports. Is that kind of accurate, Arnold? where it just seems like the encouragement and just really trying to pump each other up is higher or more in volleyball than almost any other sport?
It might be, maybe soccer rivals that, but in volleyball, by buoying each other up and staying positive, you have much less chance of a negative play getting you down and getting the whole team down. So this team was really, really good in that aspect of not letting a bad play get each other down, and they wouldn't get down on each other at all.
Gotcha.
And that was huge. So that was contributed to the success of the team as much as just about anything else.
All right, so moving on to the next player. That long last name, right?
Yeah.
And first name?
Darla.
Darla. So your hardest match of the year, I mean, who was it, or what was the hardest, who's the hardest team you played?
Probably Snowflake.
Snowflake. Now they are like historically always good, is that correct?
Yeah.
So how was your record this year? How did you guys do against Snowflake this year?
We did really good. Just not the first game, but
Not
we
the
still
first game.
played good. We just lost.
So that was your only loss this year was to Snowflake?
Yeah.
And so you played them twice?
Mhm.
So the second time you guys beat them?
Yeah.
How did that feel?
It felt pretty good. It was definitely exciting.
Just pretty good?
Yeah.
She's the calm one, isn't she? She's pretty calm?
She's very, very calm, almost morgue-like calm. But she has a very, very dry sense of humor, so it always kept me on my toes.
Yeah, I would imagine, well, yeah, I'd imagine this team kept you on your toes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. All right.
Could I interject something about the
Yeah.
Snowflake match? So, you know, her saying that they were excited about the win was an understatement. We have a snapshot of the winning point, and Maddie's feet are like this high in the air jumping up. She was so excited, so. The other girls were way excited. The varsity was behind our bench. They're jumping up and down, and so it was one of the most incredible moments I've ever had in volleyball.
Wow, now was that here or was it in Snowflake?
It was a here game.
It was here. It was a home game. There
Yeah.
you go, a here game. I like that. I'm gonna start calling them that. It's here or there. Here are their games. Here, they're here. No, we were there. I like that. You started something new. All right, moving down the line. And your name?
Lainey.
Lainey, how long have you been playing volleyball?
Since 7th grade, so not as long as everybody else. But,
Yeah, so what drew you into volleyball? Why did you decide to play?
mostly because my friends were playing. Addie back there was asked me to play, and I was like, sure. And why not? I liked it.
Do you play any other sports?
Just beach volleyball, but nothing much else.
Okay, so sand volleyball as well. Which one, do you prefer one over the other?
I like both. They're different, so.
Mm-hmm. What, I guess, what would you say the biggest difference other than the sand? I mean,
Just that there's more like, it's closer knit, especially in beach volleyball, because it's one other person, so
Oh,
you work
wow.
with one other person instead of like 9, 10 other people. So it's less like, I don't know, it's not as big of a like community. I
yeah,
guess,
the
to go
team. Yeah, so it's just a two-person.
to. Mhm.
Wow, and you know what? We need to reach out because we had, working at our Parks and Recreation, Deb Rose, who was an Olympic volleyball player in beach volleyball. So she's down in the valley now, but that'd be great once, you know, when the season comes back around, and especially when Granite Dells gets done and you have your home courts over there, that she comes up maybe and, you know, talks to the girls and just hangs out. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be fantastic.
Oh yeah, yeah, it would be fun. So, 19-1. Did any of you, like at the beginning of the season, think that, wow, we can, you know, have an amazing season like this? Or what was your thoughts going in? Ava?
Since we all play club together, like I was pretty confident we would have a good team.
Mm-hmm. So you were expecting to do really well this
Yeah,
year?
and during the summer we did like tournaments and stuff, and we were pretty successful with that. So
Mm-hmm. Were there any games, Maddie, that were like closer than they like should have been? Where maybe I don't know, you were maybe overlooking a team or thought, oh, we should beat them pretty easily, and then it turned into a tough game?
Yeah, definitely. There were some games we like overlooked, but we pulled through and ended up winning.
Mm-hmm. And keeping your focus, was it hard to like stay focused during the season? Were there like distractions or things that kind of, you know, were pulling at you a little bit?
There could have been, but like I think we like persevered and overcame them.
That is good. And together, I mean, it sounds like you guys just really enjoy being together and playing together as a team. And that probably helps out a lot. I mean, you encouraging each other, or like if there are possible distractions or things that might like get in the way of you guys being focused.
Yeah, I think there wasn't really any distractions because even if there was, we all knew what we wanted, and which was winning and just playing together. So I figured.
So that was yeah. No, it's cool. So other than the snowflake victory, what other like part of the season or something that what was that? A little flag. What is fine? What else was really memorable for you, Darla?
Just like that everyone was friends on the team and like no one felt left out on games, and like everyone could just feel like, I don't know, together, so it never felt awkward at practice. Practice was just always fun, so that was good.
So I have to ask Coach, how many, there's 6 on the court at one time?
Yes, sir.
So you have 11, 11 players. Is it hard? Like, do you rotate a lot of players in, or how does that work? And giving everyone like a chance to play, or like everyone being a part of it, that's something she mentioned. So how do you keep it to where everyone feels like they're a big part of the team?
Well, generally, our players were divided into 2 main categories: hitters or back row players, passers. And so they generally would play either back row or front row. So everyone got playing time, starting playing time, except for Maddie. Maddie would play all the way around, and so she got a heck of a workout every match, especially against the good teams. And so that's how it'd work. And so we'd have the girls specialize in one area, either passing or hitting, and they'd focus on that mostly in practice.
Gotcha. So you played on the front too as a hitter?
No, I was the setter, so I played all the way around and I set.
Okay.
She was the quarterback.
Gotcha, okay. Because I was going to say, if you were a hitter too, you're not that tall, are you? I was going to say, you had like mad hops. I was going to be like, she does though? She does? Where do you get your hops from?
I don't know.
That's funny. No, so you know what? This time we need to bring on the other girls to the table here because we want to get them on the interview. Thank you so much, girls. All right, bringing in the new crew. No, we need all the chairs. There we go. I know. He'll be back there though in case you need to refer to him for something. So I'm going to go around and just from the beginning, I want you to introduce all yourselves. Your name?
I'm Cameron.
Cameron.
I'm Jenna.
Jenna.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Addie.
Addie.
Amity.
Amity.
I'm Jaden.
Jaden. All right. So Jaden, you're the only junior on the team, huh?
Yes.
So these guys, you have to keep them in line?
All the time.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, kind of making sure they're not getting too crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how long have you been playing volleyball?
Since 7th grade.
Since 7th grade. And what's your favorite thing, or why did you start playing volleyball?
Honestly, my mom played volleyball. So she said, you should play, and I said, okay. And then I tried it once, and I fell in love with it. And I just love the interaction with all the girls, because, you know, I'm older, so I get all these different age groups to hang out with, which is really cool, because then I get to make lifelong friends, and, like, see them around and be like, hey.
Yeah. So before the program, it was mentioned, you do tournaments, or during, I guess, Ava, I think, mentioned tournaments. So, do you play in a lot of tournaments? Or has the team played in a lot of tournaments?
Not our school season, but for club.
For club.
It's like every other weekend we go down and play tournaments in Phoenix.
So how much of a difference, playing club, how much of a difference do you think that made for you and for the team?
Honestly, I think it was a huge difference for me personally, because without playing during the off season, I probably would have been like a lazy couch potato or something. And then like volleyball season, oh no, I'm not ready. So.
No, so it keeps you prepared and in shape.
I keep learning more and more and more.
All right, Amity, hey, on to you. So, how long have you been playing volleyball?
Since 7th grade.
7th grade, so a little bit newer as well. Do you play club volleyball?
Yeah.
So what got you interested in volleyball in general?
I wanted to try a new sport because I've grown up playing soccer and doing gymnastics, so I wanted to try a new sport, and I tried volleyball.
Okay, how does volleyball for you compare to soccer?
I like volleyball more. I'm not the biggest runner.
Oh, and you were playing soccer. Yeah, that could, make a difference there, huh? So not quite as much, not nearly as much running.
No, not as much.
No. What would you say, other than the running, what's like a big difference for you that you notice between the two sports?
I feel like playing volleyball, everyone was like closer because you're closer on the court, but then like with soccer you're all spread out on the court and you can't really like talk to each other. And then we have a lot more timeouts and like time to talk during volleyball, where like we can hang out. And then soccer, it's all running and making sure you're watching everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Addie,
Yeah.
communication. How important is communication for your team or for a volleyball team?
Like on the court?
Yeah, on the court.
Oh, we would not have had a successful season without it, I don't think.
Okay. And you mentioned on the court outs. How about, off the court? It sounds like you guys like hanging out together. You guys are good friends off the court. So that has to make a big difference too.
Yeah, even out of practice, I feel like we all see each other at school, most of us do, and like we had a couple team bondings that were really fun. And I think that we all just bonded really well together, so then it made practice more enjoyable, which made us like bond more on the court.
So what were the team bondings? Or
Or
can you talk about them? Or
Probably not over the air.
They were fun.
They were fun. We'll leave it at that. They were fun. No, and so Brooklyn, now do you, are you like do you feel a natural communicator? Is it easy for you to communicate?
Well, I'm not the best at like communicating on the court.
No, do you just yell at people?
No, like.
To be honest.
No.
I'm sure.
Like I just get so focused in the game that I forget to like call my ball. So that's kind of difficult, but but other than that,
Yeah.
I don't like get mad at people. So.
No, you don't get mad. Hey,
No.
that's a good thing. I could see where you get so wrapped up. I mean, and it's a fast game. It's fast. You have to be paying attention, and so when you're so focused, to be able to also be vocal and to be talking the entire time, I can see where that is harder. Is that something that, as you've played, it's gotten easier for you?
Yeah, it definitely has.
Gotcha. All right, and moving on, and I forgot your name. Jenna. So how long have you played volleyball?
3 years.
3 years. What was your favorite part of this season, other than beating Snowflake? You can't say beating Snowflake.
I just liked how I got closer with everyone,
Mhm.
and it's good to be close with them because we're going to be playing throughout all of high school, and they're all really nice people, so I like being close with them.
There you go. And are you a freshman?
Yeah,
Wow. So how long have you been playing volleyball?
3 years.
3 years. Sorry, I asked that, didn't I? Sorry about that. Groundhog Day. So I'll ask you at least 1 or 2 more times. No. So are you really looking forward to like playing volleyball throughout your high school career? Could you see yourself, do you have like ambition to try and play volleyball after that?
Maybe.
Maybe?
If it comes to me, but if it doesn't, then. It's not a big deal to me.
Gotcha. What other, do you play any other sports?
No, I used to play soccer, but I quit.
Oh yeah, all the running, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. I never played soccer, and that was because of all the running. No, that's good. And now move on. And your name again?
Cameron.
Cameron. That's right. So what grade are you in, Cameron?
I'm a sophomore.
A sophomore. And how long have you been playing volleyball?
About 4 years.
4 years, and I won't ask you again, I promise. So 4 years. Do you play club?
Yes.
All right. And what's the difference? What do you feel? Or what is the difference? One of the differences between club and like the school, playing at the high school.
Well, during school, it's like the season feels a lot shorter, and for a club, it's like a lot longer of a season. And obviously, we have tournaments, so the days are longer.
Mm-hmm.
And for a club, we only have practices about like 2 times a week. So I like club, but I think school is like, I don't know. I think club's better, like it's more fun,
Mhm.
but school is a lot different.
How are the games as far as competition? Like, because you have tournaments, you're playing in tournaments in club, and then for the school you have like a season, and you're playing schools that you've played. You know, like the team has played for years. You know, against Snowflake and Sholo, Blue Ridge, all these different teams, Fountain Hills. So is that a different feel for you?
Yeah, because like during school, we play schools that we've like played before, we know, or like we can assume how they're gonna play.
Mm-hmm.
But in club, we play teams that we've never heard of sometimes, so it's a lot harder to like know how to go into the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and how would you practice? And now, do you play club, right? How do you practice? Is it harder when to prepare for teams that you've never played before? You really don't maybe know anything about them?
I think it is because when you play through school, you know like who they are and how they play, but when you play club, you play teams like you've never heard of, so you don't know how they play, and so I think it's definitely harder.
In Brooklyn, how important then are adjustments? Are there more adjustments that are made then, on club or when you're playing club? Or is that a big part of volleyball? As you're playing, adjusting to the other team?
Yeah, it is a very big part because if you're expecting something, then you expect the team not to be that great, and then they start killing you on tips and stuff, then you have to adjust and move up so that you can get it, change how you're expecting things to happen.
No, and Addie, want to know again.
Sorry.
No, not including the Snowflake victory, but what has been your favorite memory from this season? And not the bonding, team bonding, because you were really kind of laughing about that, so those were fun to you as well, but...
The whole season was fun altogether, and I think it's helped that we've all known each other for a long time, so it was we kind of already went into the season already bonded, as most of us did, and then it didn't take very long to bond with the other girls, but I don't know. I liked all of the season, and even the little things down to the bus rides, and the locker rooms, it's just random stuff, but I think it all went pretty well together and made it a fun season.
Did your bus ever break down?
Yes.
It did? Okay, and I'm surprised no one mentioned, because I remember senior night at football, it seemed like for so many of the players, even band or cheerleaders, they're my favorite memory was when the bus broke down. I'm like, that's a favorite memory? I didn't get
Technically,
it.
it wouldn't be a favorite memory from this year, but what summer was it? 2 summers ago?
Yeah.
Stomach's bus broke down, and we got stuck in Carl's Jr. for a while, but that was probably my favorite volleyball memory.
And that was close to Florence, so that made it just that much worse.
Oh, yeah, right by the prison? Was that the prison, Carl's Jr.? No,
We were a few miles away, so it wasn't good.
So would you consider this your favorite season so far in your volleyball career?
I think so. I think it was pretty well. I've had pretty good seasons in the past, my club seasons, but probably my favorite school season.
Favorite school season? There you go. And Amity, how about you? What is your favorite memory from this season?
I like when like you'd get a good group, like if some people went home with their parents, like whoever's left on the bus, whenever we go out to eat after games, it'd be really fun. Like we'd make jokes or like talk about our game. That was probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, so all the bonding, bonding with the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be, and the drives too. I mean, you guys got a lot of time together, huh? So, yeah, you guys spend a lot of time together, don't you?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, yes, we do. And and that's what is impressive with you, the team, is when you spend a lot of time together, there's also opportunities to, as I think, how many of you have siblings? Like, you have siblings, yeah, Darla's like, not me, she's like, whatever. So like, all of you have siblings. So, you can put your hand down now. So, and you know how it is. I mean, you love your siblings, but sometimes the more time you have around them, it just gets to where they're irritating. So the same can happen with a team, I would imagine, right?
Yeah.
And
Well, not really, actually. The more I got to know this group, the more fun it was because they were all goofy and silly and chill like that.
really, so the more time, that's pretty cool. So the more time you were together, instead of like, oh my gosh, we have another game, oh, another bus ride. Instead of dreading it, you were looking forward to it, huh?
Yeah, it kind of got like that, like more towards the end, but I felt like at the end we were also kind of fired up because we were like, let's go finish the season with like, let it count or whatever.
Yeah. And how does the length, I think someone mentioned it, but Amity, like the length, you have the school season, and then you have club. Is the school season longer than when you play club?
I actually don't know. I just know for me, is club feels longer because of the tournaments.
Gotcha. And Addie, are they longer?
Yeah. Club is like, how long is school? Like 2 months?
Yeah, like 2 months, yeah.
School's like 2 months and club goes, like I think it's like double that. It goes all the way to like next year, like at least February.
Gotcha. And now, is it every weekend or?
Yeah, club trials are like next week and then it goes to like February or something, but it's every other weekend our games are and like 2 practices a week.
Wow. And the age limit, is there any age limit for club? Can you do it all through high school?
Different teams. We have like 14s and then 15s, 16s, and 18s team.
Gotcha.
And so it's a pretty big program, so normally all those teams get filled up. So there's not an age limit. It's based on like your age and skill level.
Gotcha. And so all of you, are you going to do club this year?
Yeah.
Yeah? Wow. So this team, oh my gosh, 19-1 this year. Going forward, they're going to be like amazing, even more amazing. They already are amazing at 19-1. So, yeah. So you and the other coaches are probably smiling. Yeah, keep smiling real big. Looking forward to the team as they go through high school. Hey, well, thank you. It's 10:30. So thank you so much, all of you, for coming on and sharing, and congratulations on an awesome season.
Thank you.
Oh, you are so welcome. And yeah, this was great having the whole team on. I think this is like a new thing. We got to try this with other teams. I don't know though how it would work though with like a football team or a lot of players. But with 11, not bad. It was good. And you girls did great. So time to get back to the music here on KRIM. Thank you everyone for listening and watching. Also, a big thank you to Desert Financial for sponsoring our KRIM Community Spotlight program. First, let's get a word from one of our sponsors. Start. I know. There we go, it's going.
Is sponsored by Smart Systems.
All right. See you guys.